Welcome to The Know, I'm Brian. All right, let's start off with some bad news straight off. Some jerk has leaked copies of Kingdom Hearts 3 about a month before its official release, and the game's director is now urging people to try and avoid spoilers. Now, this all happened after somebody was brilliantly selling Xbox One copies of the game and was also sharing videos of it, apparently as proof that the copies were legit. Also, apparently they were doing it over Facebook, so their contact information was pretty easily found, so I think they're up shit creek, just between you and me. But as far as the game goes, after that happened, the game's director, Tetsuya Nomura, put out a statement on Twitter asking people to not share leaked videos, but he also reassured fans that the big secrets weren't spoiled. Nomura wrote, "The game's epilogue and secret movie, which are the biggest spoilers in this game, are planned to be released at a later date just in case, so they will not be shown before the game's release." This is an unfortunate situation, but it's kind of cool that they had a backup plan. Hopefully, most people won't share any videos out of respect for Nomura and all his team's hard work over the years. The game releases for real on January 29th for PS4 and Xbox One. As for the leaker, they might have already been caught. Voice actor Quentin Flynn, who voices Axel and other characters in the game, said they heard that they captured the guy responsible. You know what? Hopefully they go to jail and their only entertainment is playing gummy ship segments. That's what you deserve. Never leak. All right, did Sony just accidentally leak the player numbers for every PlayStation 4 game? That's what some people think after Sony recently launched a feature called My PS4 Life, which lets you create a video that includes stats about your favorite games and trophy information. Most importantly, the video includes the exact number of PSN users who earned a particular trophy in a game. Now, Reddit user Gamstat crunched the numbers, came up with an extrapolated list of how many players are playing some of the biggest games. Gamstat talked about their methodology in this Reddit post, saying 33,764 players earned the Photobomber trophy in Fallout 76. And on PlayStation.com, it's revealed that 8.3% of all players got this trophy. So from there, it's pretty easy to do the math and figure out that over 406,000 players have played Fallout 76 on the PS4. Now, of course, it's unscientific, and there are a lot of factors that aren't accounted for, like the fact that some games' data is limited to certain regions, but it still gives you some idea of how popular games are. Now, Gamstat put their findings on a site. The top game was GTA 5, no big surprise, but more than 51 million people have played it. Then, also no surprise, FIFA 18, 17, and 16 had the next three slots. They had between 28 and 32 million players each. Minecraft PS4 edition was fifth at more than 25 million players, and Call of Duty World War II was next at more than 24 million players. Again, not scientific at all, but an interesting little peek behind a heavily guarded curtain. Could loot boxes be coming to Fallout 76? Boy, that's just what that game needs. But that's what some data miners think they might have discovered after digging into the latest patch. A thread on the Fallout subreddit details what they found, and that includes something called lunch boxes, which could carry perks like experience boosts and carry bonuses, although we don't know for sure yet. The data miners think it could be part of some holiday event, but there is concern that they could be a way to introduce loot boxes into the game. It's also worth noting that lunch boxes are in Fallout Shelter, and there are basically loot boxes that you can spend real money on. So, definitely worth keeping an eye on. It looks like the creator of Stardew Valley is not done creating content for the game. He's in a race with the guys with the Shovel Knight in terms of like keeping a game updated for years and years. Props to him. Eric Barone, aka Concernedape, said in the game's blog that while he's working on a new unannounced game, he has not given up on Stardew Valley. He wrote, "I've decided that I'm going to form a team to help me work on future Stardew Valley content. The update I'm working on right now, 1.4, will be another solo update, but after that, I hope to have a team in place that I can work closely with on future content." Now, Eric Barone famously made Stardew Valley by himself. He said this is going to be a new experience managing a team, but he added that he hopes the new team will help take some of the workload off me so I have enough breathing room to divide my time between my new game and Stardew Valley. Barone finished up by saying that his top priority is getting the multiplayer update out to Xbox One and PS4 versions of the game. The Mega Man Legacy Collection has just hit a milestone that the franchise has not seen in more than a decade. Nintendo Life quoted Capcom's financial data showing that the collection, which includes Mega Man 1 through 6, has sold 1 million copies. And apparently it's the first Mega Man to hit that mark in 15 years, which is a good sign, but also a bad sign considering that there have been a lot of Mega Man games over the last 15 years. But hopefully this means there's renewed interest in the franchise. Mega Man 11 was really good. I hope we'll see more from them. There's been a lot of talk about crunch in the video game industry and labor rights recently, and now some industry workers in the UK have unionized. In a tweet, a group called Game Workers Unite UK said they have become a branch of the Independent Workers of Great Britain Union. They are part of a larger movement called Game Workers Unite, whose goals include ending excessive or unpaid overtime and increasing wages, among other things. Now, labor issues have really been in the news lately, especially with the notorious 100-hour work week comments made by a Rockstar executive talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, as well as the collapse of Telltale Games, which left hundreds of workers jobless with no severance. So it'll be interesting to see how this unionization effort goes. All right, let's finish up with some entertainment/gaming news. The director of Halloween says he wants to work in video games. Talking about John Carpenter, who also wrote the iconic score to Halloween. He told the website Consequence of Sound that he's been interested in doing a video game soundtrack. Carpenter, he has a great legendary history as a director. He made The Thing, Escape from New York, and They Live. He's also a gamer himself, and he told the site, "There's a part of me that's dying to do a game score. I'm just dying to do it, but I don't think anybody will hire me. No one thinks about me to do music for games. That'd be great." But considering Carpenter's resume, he would be a natural fit for anybody who's working on a horror game. So somebody give that man a call. It would be perfect. You could put that on the game score by John Carpenter. It's a no-brainer. Anyway, we're looking out for you, John Carpenter. You should get a job somewhere. All right, that is all the news we've got for you today. Let us know what you think about all these stories down in the comments below. And for all your news from every corner of the internet, like this video, subscribe to The Know. We're here all week. We're not on holiday yet, so we got news for you. Keep it here. Not yet.
I mean, we're still here. The news is getting kind of scraping the barrel here.
Don't. Shh.
Brian.
That's a secret.
Brian.
That's not a secret. We had good news today.